Okay, so if you want somebody to be more attracted to you, you want them to come back to you, all that fun stuff, let's actually increase me here a little bit. You need to focus on knowing one simple thing, and it is literally power versus force. Okay, so I talk about raise your vibration. Now it's all doodled over here, so I'll clean this up so you guys can see this real good. Most of you who are finding my content and all the other expat coaches content are going through this right now, and you're unknowingly, whether you know it or not, you're 100% doing this, but you should know how to manipulate, and that's, a lot of people don't like that word, but again, you're doing it whether you know it or you're not doing it. Sorry, whether you know it or not. And one is going to attract people to you, and one is going to push people away from you. So the way you're acting is going to be one of those two forces. So when you're going through a breakup, many of you are wondering, how do I get this person back? Well, you have to understand, like, certain laws and certain things are going to work and not work, like supply and demand, right? So if somebody breaks up with you, they literally have no demand for you. And this is a very simple marketing tip, marketing law. So, and what are you going to do? You're going to give them all the supply of attention, validation. You're giving them zero scarcity. So how do you get somebody to want to be around you and want to be with you and focus on you and do all the things that they were doing in a relationship? Well, pull all that away. Again, one is power and one is force. So power is when you pull your attention back, you pull your energy back. Okay, I always have this diagram drawn out here. Okay, so you pull your power back, pull your energy back, and one of two things is going to happen. They're going to come back around and start paying attention to you, start wanting to be around you, and it'll happen slowly. It's not going to happen fast. And one of the most annoying things that guys say is, let's pick up where we left off. It's not only annoying to me, because I know, and look, I understand you guys don't understand attraction at a very deep level, but girls don't like that either, because they're like, this guy doesn't get it. He's not clued in, because he's sitting here going, let's pick up where we left off. But really what needs to happen is the attraction needs to be built up again. So let's say attraction is here and it needs to be here. It needs to be a steady incline through dates, etc. Now, here's one thing that you guys can't do. You guys cannot force someone. Remember, power versus force. Okay? You cannot force someone to want to hang out with you. They need to want to see you. And you can't act like a friend. If you act like a friend, it's inauthentic to what you want. And most guys that are in a position of weakness are going to try to do whatever they can to be around that girl or that person. Okay? Excuse me, my nose is itchy. They want to be around that person. So they're like, so a lot of guys accept friendship. A lot of guys do the weak thing. And this is how you get somebody to regret leaving you. Because truthfully, this is my perspective, the dating market is absolute ass. Okay? There are so many weak guys out there. Okay? So if you learn this stuff and you really understand this material, you're really going to be a step ahead of any kind of competition. Okay? Like, if you understand attraction on a deep level, you understand what women are looking for, you understand yourself and your individual needs, which I'll jump into now. These are the 6 pillars. Okay? Health, wealth, skills, mindset, social circle, and relationships. Now, I drew a little line here, right? Because relationships sort of feed off of all the other pillars. The relationship quality will be dramatically improved when all the other pillars are full, right? And your individual happiness is going to be a direct reflection of how healthy, wealthy, full of skills you are, because these skills are going to directly affect your money and your mindset and all these other things, right? So at the end of the day, your individual needs, this is why all the coaches say work on yourself, But really it's because of this, because there are certain things that you have to work on in order for your relationships to thrive, right? And flourish. Okay. So this is what I wanted to announce to you. So first things first, I have 2 books out. Okay. Chasing Excellence. Wow. Fail. And, The Masculine Way, Handling Breakups. I know it's a little bit blurry, but you can get these 2 books. They're in the description box down below. They're very simple books. They're not groundbreaking. They're simple. It's a good place to start. The more advanced stuff is definitely in the Better Man Project mentorship program right here. Okay. And this is where I teach you how to make some serious cash and focus on your purpose. So purpose, money, all that stuff. Okay. Is in this program. Of course, attraction and relationships. There's, right now the split is pretty much 50-50. People that join want to learn about how to make money. They're like, fuck the girls. I want to learn about money. I want to learn how to increase my value as a man. That's for you. Okay. Now, if you have more questions about it, join the free Discord and just DM me. Okay. Just say, hey, I want to know more about the Better Man Project. And if you guys don't have Discord or don't want to download Discord, I highly suggest you do, because the free group is in there too. Then you guys can just email me about, just say the Better Man Project mentorship program, or just say mentorship program, email me that, okay? And I can help you guys get some serious results. It probably in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to make money online. And in that video, I'll show results that my students have gotten. Not just myself, but my students, right? So the reason why this is so important is because there's almost always a window of opportunity that you have. Let's say it's like, 2 weeks long, let's say. Okay. Where she'll come back around and get into your orbit again. And most guys screw this up. And these are always the same guys that jump into these videos and say, no contact doesn't work. Okay. Because there was an opportunity for them, but they didn't know how to handle it, because what did they say? Let's pick up where we left off. Right. Now, this is why long-term mentorship is important. And the only reason I came up with this idea is because I offered mentorship for free for a long time. So we do a coaching call for $200, right? If I've been doing that for a long, long time. And then I would do follow-up coaching for ever. And during that time, I'm telling you now, guys, they either don't want it bad enough, right? Or they don't message me because they're still a little too cocky. I love working with guys who are 30 over, like 30 years old and older, because they've been punched in the face enough where they're like, fuck it. They give up their ego and they ask for help, and they actually stick to the program. Now, some guys still don't do it, but I find the young guys are a little cocky and they're like, you know what? I still know what I'm doing. And then they fuck up again. So again, these are the guys that are like, oh, no contact doesn't work. It's because I'm not saying all windows are 2 weeks long, by the way, but let's say it is. It can be 3 weeks. It can be 1 week. It can be 2 days. It doesn't matter. There's a window, and how you handle that is 100% going to determine if that person comes back around to you. Now, with all that being said, should you take them back? Because if you want somebody to really regret losing you, you really have to understand this attractive and repulsive energy, right? When they're attracted to you, they want to be close. When they're repulsed by you, they want distance. So when they come back around into your orbit, let's say, should you take them back? Well, look, only you can really answer that question, because did this person sleep with a bunch of other people? For me, that's an automatic no, right? If someone came back to me, to be honest, I've never taken an ex back all the way. Okay. I saw somebody for a little while and I was like, you know what? This is bullshit. And I just realized through the breakup, I was like, this relationship was never going to be anything good anyway, because all I focused on was, certain things. Okay. Some parts I was really happy, but there was a deep feeling inside me that I shouldn't even be in this relationship, but I ignored it. So should you take them back? That's a great question. And only you can. So what I want you to do is put all your distractions away, your phone, your computer, video games, all that shit, and just sit with yourself and really ask, do I want this person back or not? Okay. Now, this video is already encroaching 10 minutes. So study this, guys. Study attraction, study energy, study behavior, study human nature, because after about 4 or 5 years of me learning this, I've realized that there are certain things that men and women obviously want, right? We're vastly different, but we want different things from each other, okay? In a world right now where so many people are trying to make us the same. So if you learn power versus force, you're going to learn the powerful things that you can do to make somebody more attracted to you instead of forcing them away from you. So study this chart, download this chart. It's called the Hawkins Scale of Consciousness chart. Okay, you guys can use this to have an idea of where you are. I have it printed on my wall behind. Okay, I also have it right here, but this got all like wet, so it's all like crunched up. Anyway, you guys can learn this, and this is how you understand, you know, if somebody's going to want to come back around to you or not. But reach out to me, pick up the books. Everything's in the description box down below. Learn this stuff, because this is how you get somebody to come back to you or not. This right here is the deepest concept you guys can take, because once you start altering, going from repulsive energy to attractive energy, every relationship will start to be so easy for you. You won't choose bad women. A lot of you guys are choosing women and you want to change them. You want to turn them into good women, or you want to save them. Well, white knights, right? So anyway, if you guys want to join the mentorship program, message me. It's hard to comprehend how powerful the program is until you start taking action towards that, right? I had a couple of people just join last week and this week, and they're already starting to see massive results in what they're doing because they've started to focus right. Okay, so ask yourself these questions. Should you take an X-Pac? There's going to be a window of opportunity. Make sure you're doing it right, because my mentorship program will teach you and help you through this phase. Again, you can, if it's a 2-week period, you can join the free Discord. Sorry, I was looking for it. I don't know why it took me so long to find it. And ask the people in the group, and then you can ask me, but I'm not always around. I see the Discord, and it's usually pretty good, you know, in terms of activity, but I'm not always around. I'm focused on these guys, and I'm uploading a lot of videos for them in the mentorship program. So again, it's up to you if you guys want to join it, but if you don't, all the stuff that you can learn is out there. You just have to find it and apply it, and it will 100% change your life. And every relationship going, so here's the thing, I'll say this. These are the things that are in your control, okay? Your decisions, how you handle your feelings, whether or not you follow rules, how you treat others, my actions, my words, the amount of effort I put in. This is a big one right here. Let me change this. Big one right here. Okay, the amount of effort that I put in. Okay, this is major, because you can be lazy if you want and go, you know what, I'm just going to see how it goes. Or you can learn about all of these things and just never go through breakups anymore. That's how powerful this is. If you learn this stuff, really, you won't have to go through that stuff anymore. You'll never be, I'm not saying you'll never be in a state of orange like these down here, because everyone experiences fear and guilt and all that and grief. But what if you could spend most of your time up here and just be attracting all these great things into your life? You could be attracting the right women. You could be attracting the right business, mentors. There's like, I have a mentor, guys. Okay. And everything that I have ever, all my success, you know, a lot of it has to do with him. Anyway, if you guys want to join the mentorship program, just join the free Discord or email me, and we'll get started on that. Okay.